Good morning, everyone. Perhaps the first peace summit is in this week's Torah portion. There is a rebellion against Moshe led by Korach, and two of the rabble-rousers, the supporters of Korach, were two individuals by the name of Datan and Aviram. They were long-time opponents of Moses, going all the way back to Egypt. And Moshe Rabbeinu wants to make peace. So he sends a message to Datan and Aviram, and he says, come, let's meet, let's talk, let's see if we could resolve our differences, make peace, rather than continue with this quarrel. And the verse says that Moses summoned, he called Datan and Aviram, Bnei Eliav, the sons of Eliav. And what do they respond? They send a message back to Moshe, Lo na'aleh, we will not go up, we will not meet with you. And there's a twofold question on this verse. The first question is, we know who Datan and Aviram were. Their genealogy was already mentioned earlier in the Torah. Why does the Torah have to reiterate that who are Datan and Aviram, the sons of Eliav? The second question is, in Hebrew, when you say, I will not go meet with you, we say, Lo nelech, I will not go. But that's not what they respond. They say to Moses, Lo na'aleh, we will not go up to meet with you. Why do they say, well, we will not go up? And the commentaries explain that the first thing Moses did when he summoned them was try to remind them who they are. You come from great ancestry. You're the sons of Eliav. Furthermore, the word Eliav is two words, Eli-Av, God is my father. Meaning, remember not only who your physical father is, but you're children of Hashem. This is unbecoming, unbefitting, inappropriate for you to challenge the leader that God chose. And therefore he was trying to ignite, inspire, kindle within them a return to the proper path. And what is the response of Datan and Aviram? Lo na'aleh, we will not go up. What does that mean? What they were saying was not just geographically, we will not come physically to meet with you. But they say, Moses, we know what you want to do. You want to elevate us. You want us to rise up. You want us to improve ourselves. We're not interested. Lo na'aleh, we don't want to be elevated. We're comfortable where we are. We don't want to be pushed to change and leave our comfort zone. We're happy with our current status. And therefore, unfortunately, they met a bitter end. And when I think about the Lubavitcher Rabbi, whose 28th yahrzeit anniversary of passing will be this Saturday, I think this verse captures what the Rebbe was all about. The Rebbe was a person who devoted his life to inspire within every Jew a connection to their heritage, to their past, to their ancestry, to tell every Jew who they are. There's a story of George Rohr, a noted Jewish philanthropist who lives in Manhattan and runs a beginner service for Jews beginning their way back to Judaism at a synagogue in Manhattan, KJ. And he once came to the Rebbe with a great report that for high holidays, he had 200 people at his beginner service with no Jewish background. And the Rebbe said, what? And he thought maybe the Rebbe didn't hear him because the Rebbe was elderly. So he repeated it a little louder. We had 200 people at the beginner service with no Jewish background. The Rebbe looked at him and said, with no Jewish background? They're all children of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. There's no such thing as a Jew without a Jewish background. And therefore, remind the Jew who you are, where you come from, what your great lineage and ancestry are. And then the Rebbe's message was, let's raise ourselves up. Let's rise higher. Let's fulfill more of our potential. Let's actualize more of our soul's inner spiritual light. That's the ultimate goal of every human being. And the Rebbe was like the lamplighter, here to ignite and inspire the Jewish soul. There's a story told about a Chabad rabbi who was in a gas station pumping gas on Friday afternoon. And there's a guy across the gas tank up on the other side pumping gas. And the guy looks at the rabbi and says, Shabbat Shalom. And the rabbi says, Shabbat Shalom, are you Jewish? He says, I used to be Jewish. And he pulls a cross out from underneath his t-shirt. He says, I converted to Christianity. I only have the necklace in my shirt because I'm going to visit my elderly mother, so I tuck it in when I come visit my elderly Jewish mother. Well, the rabbi immediately knew he must be Jewish. Here's a middle-aged man who's still afraid of his mother. So the rabbi says to him, tell me, what color are your eyes? He says, my eyes, they're brown. He says, what's the color of your soul? The fellow says, the color of my soul? I don't know. What's the color of my soul? The rabbi says, the color of your soul is Jewish. And just like you can't change the color of your eyes, you can't change the color of your soul, you will always be a Jew. Now let's take off that necklace and put on tefillin. The man removed his necklace and put on tefillin with the rabbi in the gas station. That was the message of the Rebbe. No matter what, remember, you're a Jew. Rise up. Achieve your potential like a flame. Ignite your soul that it should rise higher and higher. And every person can and is able to achieve greater spiritual heights in their personal life. That was the ultimate goal of the Rebbe as the lamplighter of the Jewish nation. Have a wonderful day.